Hello, Mr. Toast here from Faceslapgaming, and I'm going to tell you 5 things wrong with the new Xbox One, or at least 5 things wrong with the little live showcase thing that they did. A quick disclaimer sort of thing, I am not against the Xbox One. I think the Xbox One looks like quite a good, capable machine, and I think it'll be especially good as a home media device. Not sure about gaming, to be honest. I still prefer my PC as a personal preference, but if you are a sort of console person, I think the Xbox One looks great for you. But still, I've noticed 5 things that have just been annoying me so much that I thought I'd make a video about them. So yeah, let's get along with the video. Okay, coming in at number 5 is the fact that Microsoft kept advertising that the Xbox One has 5 billion transistors in the CPU, in the processor, and that makes it amazing. Well, it doesn't really, to be honest. Yeah, more transistors sometimes means better CPUs. Better CPUs have more transistors. In fact, normally each CPU's doubling transistors every 2 years. But it's not the deciding factor, and the fact that they did not tell us any other specifications for the processor apart from its 8 core doesn't really say much when you say there's 5 billion transistors. For instance, the i5 Sandy Bridge, that had 995 million transistors. The AMD FX 4100 Bulldozer, that had 1.2 billion transistors. Yet the i5 outperformed the FX 4100 in every way. It was a better CPU all around, and it had about 200 million or less transistors. So the transistors aren't really everything. In fact, they're not everything at all. Coming in number 4 is not really, it doesn't apply to everyone, but I really do not like the way it looks. I think it looks like a glossy shoebox. It just looks like a box. In fact, if you watch the showcase thing of it, you can actually see he refers to it as a box at one point, and that just sort of made me laugh. Yeah, I do not like the look of it. I know that some people do like the look of it. Some people like the sort of minimalistic square design. Yeah, I just do not like it. So yeah, that's for me, but some people might prefer that look if they're blind. Okay, the third point I need to say, in my opinion, the 1080p Kinect is just pointless. I don't see the point of it. They've sort of said, oh, you can Skype people in 1080p. No one really cares. For one, you need to have a good enough connection speed to upload that, to stream that in 1080p, and they need a good enough connection speed to download that in 1080p. And it doesn't work across devices. It has to be on a 1080p device with 16:9 resolution. So to be honest, it's kind of pointless unless you're doing face cams while you're playing a game, but then you'd have to do a whole room cam because they've got that recording feature, which I don't really like as well, but I think a lot of people like it. In fact, I think it's quite a good idea. It's just, it might be a bit annoying for little kids or making videos and stuff, but yeah. So I'm not going to put that on this list, but yeah. The 1080p video camera, it seems like quite a pointless thing and a waste of money, to be honest. So yeah. Okay, coming in at number 2 is the fact that you have to pay a fee for pre-owned games, but not just that. To be honest, paying a fee for pre-owned games, I can see the logic behind that. I can see how selling a pre-owned game, it's just like, it doesn't benefit the company at all. But not only can you not use used games, but when you buy a game and you use it, it only works for one profile. If you have 2 profiles on your Xbox, that second profile will have to pay the little fee that a person that's buying a pre-owned game would have to pay. So, say you are playing in your house with your brother. You buy a game, you put it on your profile on your Xbox, and then your brother wants to play it because maybe he shared money with you to buy the game. He can't play it on his profile, he has to play it on your profile because the new Xbox needs to write to the disk and lock it with your profile. If he wanted to play with his own profile, he'll have to pay the fee, and the fee hasn't been determined yet. I'm not sure whether it's a small fee or whether it's a full recommended retail price. I'm hoping it's a small fee because that would make sense. So yeah, that is really bad. To be honest, I was fine with the whole you can't sell pre-owned games thing. It kind of pissed me off, but to be fair, it does make sense. And as a PC gamer, I don't normally buy pre-owned games. I normally buy all my games from Steam. So hopefully they'll do something like Steam, have loads of sales, but I doubt it. Right, the number one worst thing about the Xbox One, in my opinion, is not actually something about the Xbox One, but about the live showcase itself. They did not mention anything about the graphical capabilities. They did not mention a graphics card. They did not mention if it had integrated graphics. They did not mention how many dedicated RAM would go to the graphics. They didn't mention any of that. They only said about the processor and the RAM and all that funky junk. Well, as most technology savvy people will know, the main thing about gaming is the graphics card, and the fact that they didn't mention that, it's just annoying. Like, the graphics card is the main thing about a gaming rig. It is the most expensive thing in a gaming PC, and they didn't mention the graphics card at all, which could imply that they're either aiming at people, because obviously, well, not obviously, a lot of console people don't know about graphics cards, stuff like that. They're more interested in the processor and the RAM, which, yeah, isn't right. Or they could just be hiding a bad graphics card. Either way, they really should have said something about the graphics card. All they said about the graphics capabilities of the Xbox One is that they're good. That's all. Also, they showed some stuff. I don't know whether they showed some stuff at the Xbox One live showcase, but they showed some stuff before on the PS4 live showcase of how the graphics look. Well, that's just the engine, really. That's not the actual console doing those graphics. That was just the new engines which are coming out on all consoles and PC. So, yeah, it's just a complete fail. I don't know why they didn't tell us anything about the graphics capabilities. I don't know whether they're not finished yet. That would make sense, or whether they're just terrible and they're hiding them in shame. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously, I think this video might piss off a few people. If you have anything wrong with this video, you can dislike it if you want, it's your opinion, but please put in the comments what you think was wrong with the video so I can sort of see and know for next time. And if you did like the video, if you thought it was very informative, please like the video, maybe have a look at our other videos, subscribe. Main thing to say though, I have got nothing against the Xbox One, just saying. I think it looks like quite a good machine, to be honest. PS4, Xbox One, I don't know which one's better. I haven't seen that much on the PS4, to be honest. But I think the Xbox One looks quite good, especially as a home media device. That would be pretty awesome. 1080p, Blu-ray, Skype. It's quite a good home media device. So yeah, they're my what I think was the worst things about the Xbox One. Please like, favorite, share this video with all that stuff. See you.